Look at that stick figure. Coach Harris's voice rang across the track field, loud enough for the entire team to hear. Son, you sure you even weigh enough to trigger the timing sensor? His laughter wasn't alone. A few other boys chuckled, some nervously, others mean-spirited, feeding off the coach's arrogance. Jamal Cooper stood frozen near the starting line, his slim frame wrapped in a plain white t-shirt and blue shorts that barely reached his knees. His sneakers, old and faded, contrasted the flashy brands the other boys wore. The late afternoon sun beat down on the asphalt, but it wasn't the heat that flushed Jamal's cheeks. It was the sting of humiliation. Around him, teammates whispered, some pointing, others shaking their heads. His friend Andre stayed silent, eyes darting between Jamal and the coach. "This is track and field, kid," Coach Harris barked, stepping closer. "Not the science fair. We run here." The group parted slightly as the coach motioned for Jamal to step aside. "Better luck next year, little man," Harris muttered, turning his back. But Jamal didn't move. His eyes, low at first, lifted, not with anger, but quiet defiance. No one noticed the suited figure at the far end of the bleachers, arms folded, observing silently. The one person whose opinion could change everything had seen it all. The trial runs began. One by one, the boys took their mark, racing the 100 meters under the watchful eyes of Coach Harris. Jamal stood alone by the fence, fingers curling around the thin chain links, his knuckles pale against his brown skin. He could still hear his mother's voice from years ago. "Don't let size fool you, Jamal. Your legs are your legacy," she'd whisper. As the last runner finished, Harris's voice cut through the air again. "All right, that's it. Let's wrap." A soft metallic clink interrupted him. Heads turned. Something had fallen from Jamal's pocket, a small tarnished medal hitting the ground. The words faint but clear, "Junior State Sprint Finalist." The team fell quiet. Even Harris hesitated, eyes narrowing as Jamal picked up the medal, brushing the dirt off. "Borrowed that from Big Brother?" the coach sneered, but his voice lacked the earlier certainty. Andre stepped forward, speaking for the first time. "That's his. Saw the photo in the locker room. He was 12. The murmurs grew. Whispers of disbelief rippled through the team. Coach Harris's smirk faltered. The suited figure from the bleachers began walking toward the track, the glint of an administrative badge catching the sun. But no one noticed yet. Coach Harris barely had time to react as Principal Evans stepped onto the track. His voice carried authority that silenced every murmur. "Let him run." No argument, no hesitation. Jamal walked to the starting blocks, his slim form steady, eyes forward. "Ready!" The whistle blew. Jamal launched forward. In a flash, his small frame became a blur against the faded lines of the track. His feet barely kissed the ground, arms pumping in perfect rhythm. Gasps erupted. Harris's jaw slackened. The stopwatch beeped. Jamal crossed the finish line, lungs heaving, but the time on the coach's watch said it all. He had just broken the school record. The field fell silent. Jamal walked back, placing his medal in Coach Harris's trembling hand. "Size never measured speed, sir," he said softly, before turning away. As he passed Principal Evans, the older man's approving nod said what words couldn't. The truth is, dignity doesn't always come loud or dressed in muscle. Sometimes it runs quietly, faster than anyone dares to expect. Sometimes the loudest voice isn't the one that shouts, it's the one that proves people wrong with quiet determination. Jamal Cooper didn't need to argue, fight, or make a scene. His speed spoke for him, louder than any insult. And maybe that's what real strength looks like. The ability to rise, run, and let your actions change minds. If you believe stories like Jamal's deserve to be heard, don't forget to subscribe, leave your thoughts below, and stay tuned. Because sometimes the smallest runner leaves the biggest mark.